It's day 18 of 100 building a homestead. Today, passive solar consultant guy is coming, helping us find our house site. Hopefully, today, after 18 days working on this project, we'll have a much better idea of where our future house site is going to be. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be over there? Or way over there? Hopefully, by the end of today, we'll have more focus. We'll have the house site, and we can begin cultivating and prepping that land from the house, and we'll clearly identify this 10-acre goal we want to accomplish by the end of this 100 days. Let's do it. Winnie! See all those minerals? That's one reason why none of us had any cavities. Emu oil first, bee pollen second. The goal is to get out 30 minutes early at 7 in 5 minutes. I don't know where my hat is. It's a nice hat. Oh, there's a hat. Let's do it. Mom going over potential house design. Our house designer is coming today, plus the passive solar designer today. Looking for a house site. It's gonna be totally critical. Hey, come on.
How do I thicken that?
Big scraps. Can you, I would just put it in 2 different buckets and be okay with it. Divide that up into 2 buckets. Then bring 1 bucket back up and put it in the cool room for tomorrow's ration. And then split the other bucket into 2 buckets and put grain in each bucket. Absorb the liquid. And we'll stretch the scraps for 2 days. So that's tomorrow's ration for both of them? That's not quite enough for 2.
No, but then you have to add grain.
Oh, okay.
So they don't spill it.
Okay. Just make sure you put that, well, I guess it doesn't need to go in the fridge, does it? They don't care if it's rotten. I gotta turn the nest boxes around. They do not get in there at night when I turn the nest box sideways, and it's poop free. The trick is you just gotta remember to turn them back around so they can get in there and lay eggs during the day. Mr. Brown, where are your shoes?
I have to go get them.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
You watch him and Sally?
Yeah.
Larry Milk? Our goal during this 100 days is to establish a homestead site, basically. House site, access, pasture, and water. Uh-oh, not you. Come on, let's go. You stay here. You know the drill, come on. Good job blocking her, just let her go. We'll get her back. House site is really important because in permaculture, everything permeates from the house site. We're not putting the house in this 100 days. We still need to know where it is so that we can start clearing pasture from zone 0 and out, so we know we're more focused. Yay, help. Look who's happy on my back still. You just want to stand here? Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. There it is. You're free. Go to the next paddock. Oh, what are you doing? Hey. Oh, they all went out. They all went out. Hey. Wait, Lily. Give me the fence.
Yeah. Mom, how are we going to get those other cows?
We'll open this up and herd them in, but let's stop him for now. I just discovered a hack, man. Or at least remembered it. That net you're picking up, don't even roll it up. Just carry it to the next fence. This is our old paddock as of today. They moved out today. We didn't pick up this paddock yesterday. And we normally do. We just roll them up, tie them, and put them on the ground for the next time. I told Josiah though, hey, we've kept it up. Pick it up, and instead of rolling it for the next time, go ahead and walk it to where tomorrow's net goes. Let's start leaving nets up till we need them. Now, if we're gonna have like crazy access, then we need to pick them up and store them. But what we would do then, if nobody's in this and we want to store them out on field for a day, definitely just disconnect the fence so that we don't have to energize it. I mean, nobody's in there, so it doesn't matter. And tomorrow we'll come pick this guy up and we'll move it over there. That may not sound like a big hack. Well, it saves bending over. It saves 5-10 minutes. And that may not sound like a big deal, but if we stack many of those together, guys, and if we save 10 minutes, well, that's filling up the chainsaw, sharpening, and putting on our chaps. May not be as pretty storing our fence standing. We're gonna have less tangles. We're gonna bend over less. I'm excited. Anywhere we can save some time to build this homestead, I'm happy. Massive brush piles from last year. One there, one there, one there. It's time to burn them.
Yeah.
They're taking up pasture space. You good on tangle?
Yeah.
Well, good boy. All right. Let's put it in the ground.
Hey, Papa.
Yeah. I have no idea what he's gonna say.
He'll probably say no.
Well, when you start that way, let's just go ahead and say no.
Okay.
What is it?
Can I get him before his birthday a Jeep forklift?
Like a battery-powered Jeep?
Yeah.
That's possible. That's actually not a hard no. One reason that's not a hard no is his birthday's not till February. I got 20 till 9. I want to start at 9 because I only have till 11. I want 2 hours. 2 hours, I feel like we might be on pace.
I cleared up my grandma's or they're down here.
1 hour on one potential house site, 1 hour on another potential house site. So everybody can maybe see the vision a little bit easier.
Which one are we doing it at?
Let's do the one way up above the pond on this side of the road, and let's do one across the creek where we took pictures with Ben. Look who's leaving. Hey, why are you taking the brace?
Well, they had said PT wanted it just in case they needed it.
Look at this guy.
So we're just gonna take it and leave it in the car.
Yeah.
Because last time I carried it in, I didn't even use it or look at it.
What do you hope to hear from PT today?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I know you don't know what they're gonna do. What do you hope?
That I can walk on 2 legs, just without one crutch.
Think it's happening today?
I don't know.
Okay. You take a video no matter what happens. I got 15 till. As long as there's no more jars broken in the cooler, I think we're starting by 9.
Perfect chainsaw leather.
For sure.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Lily, did you know that they started a hashtag for you?
What's that?
I think it's hashtag get Lily a horse.
Yeah. You should listen.
That's funny. Well, you know, I do admire you working so hard to clear these pastures. And that's one thing we need to get you a horse is more pastures. Thanks for bringing the cart. Here are the real obstacles in the way of the goal. Dishes. Hey, but I am extremely happy with this. Henry, you've been so happy back there. I love it.
A piece of a banana.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
But
Ah, bummer.
I'm coming.
9:02. Put the milk in the cart, please. Let's go.
Side by side.
And then I'm gonna go sharpen the saw. Gideon, don't let them bump. Okay, y'all come down when you're done. Hey, you already on it, huh?
Yeah, do you know there's a stick in here?
Oh no, that'll cause a problem. I should teach you how to sharpen a saw real good and you can be my caddy service.
So don't do it tight?
Yeah, just get it snug and then you adjust your bar with your screwdriver. Pull this tight.
Okay. What do I do, turn this?
Yeah.
What way? That?
Right, Turn it right. I don't really like putting our chainsaws and fuel in the back of Sally where we also put hay for the cows. Let's do this. Hand me that cardboard box, Gideon. Thank you. Alright. Now, guys, we always put this down now.
Okay.
Then put our chainsaws on top of it with fuel. That doesn't have to be so much. Just put that in the back of Sally. There we go. All right, so we have a good hour and a half, 45 minutes in each spot. Across the creek. Potential house site right here, across the creek. The advantage is I don't think you can see the public road. It's an amazing view. All these spots are high enough up out of the valley, 50 feet from the bottom valley, out of the frost pocket.
Are we just gonna cut all these down?
I think so. This is so little. This is chainsaw territory. Can we give ourselves a better vision of what this could be by clearing a lot of this? The passive solar consultant's coming today. Hopefully it's not too late. He's coming like 4. Hopefully he could tell us, is that ridge too close. There's a ridge over there. The sun sets there. And I'm pretty sure we need the sun from 10 to 3. So we ought to run up here as soon as we get back from the chiropractor and see where the sun's at. We kind of need to clear that way for him, but those trees are much too big. But he could catch the vision, you can see. It's a good time of the year to be doing this. So for us, let's spend our 45 minutes to catch the vision right here. And if we don't end up with a house site here, it's okay, because this is just gonna be pasture. So how much, kids, do you think we can do? You think we can get 50 foot down if we just go nuts?
Yeah.
Just wondering where the brush pile goes? We should probably start down the hill and come up. And then that way she's dragging the brush downhill. I just feel like we have a mission, we have a vision, and I'm feeling so satisfied in our work. And we're doing it ourselves. That's probably a good place to start for 45-minute goal. Probably way too much. That's our kind of goal. Impossible. I like it. That's perfect south right there. You want to go off even more, you could go off that much and be looking straight down through here. We're pretty much to quitting time over here. Let's get what we've got. Almost got to the top. Let's get this brush up. Look what we did. Let this be the after shot. Dan rolled the before shot. So this is before we started working. Our goal is to the rhododendron, over to this road. All this from where Josiah is. And this will give us an idea of what kind of silvopasture view we're looking at. Let this be the after shot. Oh, just realized you can have affection for a piece of land, y'all. Probably, maybe you have affection for this. It's so beautiful. You can have affection for a piece of land all day long, looking at it, appreciating its beauty. But you don't truly love it until you lay down your life for it, till you work it. And that's what love is. All right, come on. So every day I work this land, the more and more I love it. It looks like when this is cleared, we might be able to see the road. Of course, we could put plants up along the road, and the road, the advantage is the road's pretty far away.
What if we put trees right here and put a gate?
Yeah, that's true. You could tighten up the trees right here, closer to the road. Back across the creek. You already back? Did you stand up?
I just used the crutch still.
You disappointed?
Not really. I thought it would be like that.
We got the saw sharpened, ready to go. Let's get over there. We got 30 minutes.
We're getting a lot done today.
Yeah. 30 minutes may not seem like much, but 30 minutes here and there adds up over time. Let's check out our pond while we're over here, which that would be a big advantage of being over here, is we'd be having view of this pond. Well, we'd have to check to see if water's coming out, but there might be a crack in that drain pipe. I don't think it's filling up.
Do you want it to fill up?
Yeah. Is our waterfall going back again at that rock? I think it is. A long time ago, we created a water feature where we rerouted some of the water coming in to be right here. Yeah, look. Hear that? That's what we want. Water noise. Man, the camera's hard to see this, but that's pretty steep. That's probably 35 degrees. I believe that's about where we were with Ian when we were looking for wood for our house. And eventually he said, you know, this might be your house site. That slope is southeast. You can go in the pond. Pond's right down there. I can see it. That's good. I mean, I can see through the woods. There's south. So the sun's going like that. That's why that's important to us. We maximize sun, heating up the house. The house will store that energy overnight and release it through the day. You can go off 20 degrees. So you could point it this way. The reason I would want to go off 20 degrees here is because that's what we'd be overlooking if we went straight south. I believe we'd see some pasture, but if we just came 20 degrees, we'd not only be facing the pond, we'd be facing a lot more pasture. Y'all can't see it because those trees are there. And there's no way we're gonna clear all those trees before he get here, but because you can see through them, you can see the pasture a little bit in the camera, but you cannot see the pond.
Papa?
You just take my word for it. Yes, Gideon?
Looks easy to clear.
Oh yeah, this would be super easy to clear. It's already underbrushed.
The only problem is that big tree.
Yeah, that pine tree though, that becomes our lumber for our house.
Well, yeah, horses are going to come running up there.
Seems a little better orientation down lower, about 200 feet. But the further you get down, the closer we are to the road. May not matter so much down there. From here, we'd be able to see clear through our what we call our north pasture. So we would actually be able to see a lot of pasture from here. Basically half our farm. To give you an idea, guys, we were just talking about over there. Now what if we came more over here? Over here we have a more gradual slope and it's facing southwest. But down below, where the trees get thicker, we'd want to keep that thick because it keeps us separation from the road and the log cabin.
Let's get chainsawing.
Well,
Take out your gas.
we only have 10 minutes and there's not much underbrushing here, so I don't think we need a chainsaw.
Okay.
Let's just look and observe. Look at you. You made everybody hot chocolate?
I did.
Jacob, we about to break a record?
I think so. I don't think
PR?
PR.
Personal record. How much does that weigh?
That's a 24 kg, 53 pounds.
Good Lord, help us up
You've been doing swings with this for a few weeks now, but this is the first time you done get up with it.
He's got our program here.
He's never done.
I like how they drew me with muscles.
Well, I got muscles too.
Oh, you do? You're
Little
smaller.
ones.
All right. Is there a standard called? They're coming and the train is in the way. The truck's gonna need a turnaround and the train's in the way. They are here. We got about 30 minutes to unload. I think that's enough time. Winnie, you're not helping it. You got a chiropractor? Winnie, you guarding the Homestead from the 18-wheelers? You're proud of your Azure haul, aren't you?
I am.
You'd do anything, not go to that grocery store. The irony. We're at the chiropractor's. We couldn't find his shoes. He couldn't find his shoes, and we just had to go. And I said, "I'd carry you." I can't believe I'm doing this. And Mom got him some shoes that she found, but they were too small. So I said, "I'll just carry you." Yeah, you should learn some responsibility. And we should come up with a plan at night. Get ready for the next day. Find your shoes. You know what's ironic about not being able to find your shoes today and having to go to town and being super frustrated?
What?
We got the final draft of your book back with all the beautiful colorings and all the drawings and all that. Did it help you keep from getting frustrated? The story of Mr. Brown, where are your shoes?
Did it help me?
Yeah. It didn't even cross her mind.
No, I just felt like it was very ironic.
There is a moral to the story, and it did help me a little bit. A little bit. So I'm thankful that had come in just before you lost your shoes, because it helped me be patient. Somebody pulled into the old farmhouse. I'm wondering if that's them, thinking that's this. I like it. Austin's on Lombardi time. Hey, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Brian, I didn't know if you'd still do this in the rain and no sun.
Well, not the greatest day for it, but
Yeah.
I got a company.
Maybe you can at least teach me what to look for on a better day.
Yeah.
We were about to go on the consult. Mark's here and calling me. We're on the tractor. What you got?
This is gonna be
start button.
That's our start
Yeah,
button.
you just push it in,
I like it.
and then
Hot dog.
and that battery, until I can get the alternator fixed, this battery will last for a little while.
Okay.
It don't take nothing to run it, just to start it.
Okay.
Still really pretty preliminary, but we do
Yeah.
have floor plans of all the levels, the basement, main floor, and then a little bit of a story and a half. So
I know I don't want
Yeah.
such a big house, but I also don't want a tiny house. Like it's so hard
Yeah.
to like get the
You can't.
right balance.
Yeah, the smaller you go, the harder it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, like
You can't go back and make it bigger.
Yeah, I mean we're in 1,800 square feet right now for 7 of us, and my boys are, you know, they're teenagers, and so like they need more of the space, but they're also gonna leave. So it's like I don't want to
Yeah.
give them too much space because I'm gonna be left with, you know, we have a baby he'll be 2 in February, so we got 16 years with him. But I don't need a crap ton of bedrooms either. Do you know
Right.
what I mean? Eventually, but I guess eventually our hope is that one of our kids will live there.
Hey, you're getting a little bit of sun, Brian.
We can use that.
Are the smartphone compasses reliable?
I think they're pretty decent.
They brought up that we're going to be considering utilities too in this.
yeah, and the further you get away from the
Yeah.
existing utilities,
And then the
that
well's
can
right
become a big
there.
expense.
But I don't know if we could
Yeah,
just
we-
also use my parents' well.
Yeah.
Because my parents live up there.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I don't think we're going too far away from any of the utilities.
So we'll call this spot number 1
Is that kind of the pasture?
in front of the
No, right.
grandma's.
Yeah, but
I'm going to tell you he's going to like this spot the best.
But is it the
If he's already talking about being close to utilities, well, there's already utilities established there. There's already a well over there. And actually we're downhill from that. We're downhill from those resources too, Rebecca. The well and whatnot. Okay, spot number 1.
Oh, this is beautiful already.
So this would look over our entire farm. Well, why do you say this is beautiful?
Just, well, if, as
From a
long as you can
sun
take down these
perspective.
pine trees. Where's
Yeah.
the property line?
Yeah, this is the problem. So you see that orange
we're
line
gonna try to buy it.
to there?
Buy some.
Yeah. So for passive solar, we can't clear those trees.
So that's that's one of our options is that we want to. If you're like this is the best
This
site
is
out
the
of all of them, then we want to go and talk to her and see if we pay
Yeah,
like, a
there-
ridiculous
there
amount,
may-
like,
there-
like an acre.
Yep.
If she'll do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
she
There may be a
doesn't have
possibility to get an acre or two right
Or
here.
maybe she'll let you.
Or would she
take
be
some of
open
these
to
trees
let you
out.
taking some of the
Yeah.
timber
Oh, that's
out?
true. If she won't
You
let
know.
us sell anything, she
But
could let
wouldn't
us.
we want? I mean, because if the line's right here, don't you have to be like so far away from the line and stuff?
There are setbacks.
So
You just have to find out
how
what those
does that work?
setbacks are. He's already done. Brian's already done.
It's like this
As
is
long as you can take out the pines, because those pines will kill you.
South is
Oh yeah.
because they don't drop.
Okay, south is this way, Rebecca.
It's too much shading.
Okay.
So let's.
You can get away with it,
Right.
but the evergreens,
It's gonna be
it's
a
too much
problem.
shade. The slope is good here. You got
So
plenty of room. I mean, you're kind of on a ridge knoll, so you can shed the water both directions. You don't have to
No,
worry
it's a
about
good
drainage.
insight.
I don't think you could scoot it up high enough to
Yeah.
get past this pine shade, though.
all right,
No.
all right. Well, so that's our hiccup here. Let's go to spot number 2. Spot number 2, where we cleared this morning. The reason it appeals to us is it's further off the road.
a little more this way.
It's a little more nooked in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think the driveway
we
would
changed the
meander to our line and then cut down.
Yeah.
My concern though, and that's why we have you here, I was thinking it faced more this way for south, but it doesn't. So we're pretty good.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
we have control of
Right.
all of this, so we can take out what we want.
Yeah, and you probably wouldn't
Yeah.
have to take out anything. I mean,
And this
other
would
than
be,
just stuff for the house.
we're
Right.
taking it out for our pastures, but this would be just a view all
Well,
the
we're
way
still
down.
up-
Definitely more expensive to develop to get up here.
Yeah.
Building that road up here, the foundation, the
More
driveway.
of a steep.
The
Yeah.
pad.
We're going to do a basement regardless, but this would be more of a basement, you know, where
Right.
What would you do for a basement over at spot number 1? We just dig down?
We would just do.
you'd have to dig
Or you go
down a
more
little bit
towards the
more.
slope.
Yeah. Where here, you know,
You just dig into the side of the
Some
mountain.
retaining walls on the
Right.
sides.
Right.
As far as solar exposure, you think we're good here at west? Look at west. It's a ridge. pretty
Yeah.
close.
It's the hardest part of the business to price.
Okay.
It's the dirt work. And
Okay.
the road building,
Yeah, I mean-
driveway. But I mean, it could be. It depends how good of a job the grader does with the road, how wide you're making it,
We're okay.
the culverts.
Right.
But
We have some pretty great graders that we work with pretty regularly, and for 2 days they're what, like $2,000 or $3,000.
I bet it'd be 50,000 more.
Wow. Okay.
For the site though, as long as we're seeing the south, we're good. You're not too concerned about
The ridge.
the western sun getting gone too soon.
No, you don't want western sun.
Oh,
Okay.
what do you want?
don't.
Eastern.
I mean, you want south and maybe a little south
Oh.
southeast for
Really?
your south
I was
windows.
thinking you wanted to heat it up going into the
Right.
evening.
No,
Okay.
'Cause you'll-
Well, that's why we have you here.
Yeah, I know, because we've read the books, but there's still like a lack of like application, I guess, is what you
Yeah.
could call it.
yeah, there's a lot of old school knowledge out there too.
Yeah.
That's kind of conflicting with.
Yeah. So
Best
okay,
cases,
so you
but
don't
yeah,
have to worry about that.
Yeah, you generally want to avoid western sun.
Okay.
Put your covered porches over there.
Maybe we'll flop then the house, Austin, because we had the covered porch on the east side. Yeah. Yeah.
In this situation, and put the covered porch on the west side.
Okay.
It might make sense more for the driveway approach,
Yeah.
Also.
but I wouldn't get too concerned about west east versus the covered porch. More about how it looks when you're approaching it and if it's
Okay.
jiving with.
Well,
the
I mean,
driveway.
if we're
Nice.
approaching it from this way, anyways, it would be better that the garage is on this side.
What about this spot for utilities?
I mean, it's more than twice as
down
expensive as down
Yeah.
there, I would think.
Okay. What about going off grid?
That's what he says. But okay, so when he says off grid, like
No, we're not roughing it either.
I don't want to rough it. Like I need my
Right.
water, I need hot water, I need
Yeah.
a dryer to dry my clothes.
But as a passive solar guy, you like to see people go off grid, or is it overrated?
It's really hard.
Well, see, and I don't want to do really hard. I'm not interested
It's really
in
hard and really expensive. You got to
For
cut.
a house this size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
It takes a long time to recoup to recoup the cost and
Yeah,
savings.
and you got to be really miserly. Watch every kilowatt hour.
Won't passive solar help us not need so much grid in the first place?
It will, but in the grand scheme of things, you're not gonna get off the grid
Well,
with passive solar.
yeah, I mean,
Now we are heating with a wood boiler. We love our wood boiler.
Now that can make a difference.
In summary, this place is nice and quiet.
yeah.
It's doable. The driveway's going to be more
It's going to be more
expensive.
expensive for driveway and
We're going to have to run
electricity, did you
power
say?
underneath.
Yeah.
Utilities would, just
And what
because we're
about, like,
further from
septic?
existing.
Like, how does that
But
work
we're
out?
further.
That's another.
You're going to have to talk to a contract or Seth about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get up here on slopes and stuff. Septic can be more challenging, and that's.
It looks like you got plenty of room to work with, though.
Let's just
Got
say we
nice-
do challenging.
If you can
a
take
lot.
those trees down, you can have a nice wide field. It's really about the area you have for your leach field.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
But yeah, they will look at how good the ground perks too, and just from the initial look, it doesn't look great.
What are you
but
looking for?
How percolatey it is. It
Like,
kind of
we
looks
have to
clayey.
have the
Spongy?
county- we have to
Less
have the
clay?
county
Yeah,
out
like
to-
if you
to
dug a hole
percolate it.
and pour water in it, and it holds the water for a long time.
That's a
That
problem.
yeah, you want it to drain
You want
quick.
it to-
I mean, this is great.
Spot number 3. We're a little close to the road, a little close to the activities here. We are close to the pond, which is good. Oh, we could, just so you know, Brian, that road, we kind of cut up this way, but it could meander
We can meet, yeah.
and then
We don't
come
have
this
to-
way.
It doesn't
now.
have, it's not going to be this.
Not in front, right in front of the
No,
house.
No,
not straight.
we're not
It could go
doing
behind the house.
Yeah. So this is the rough area of the
Well,
house.
Possible
I
spot.
mean, anywhere, like it's...
What you got? Here's the
flat,
problem over
true.
here, maybe. This is south, Brian.
Yep.
Now you can go 20 degrees off south, can't you? Or is that another one of those?
Yeah.
the problem
20's
with
getting to be a lot, but it looks like it wants to be southwest is the problem.
That is. This is southwest.
Yeah.
It is? I thought that was southwest.
I'd
That
feel
is
better about
southwest.
going 20 degrees to the southeast than west.
Oh. I had that backwards.
I love it because the pond's here, but at the same time,
You can keep that pond sacred and
Yeah.
visit it.
we can just...
Kind of get away
If I was building a house here, I'd probably still include the passive solar because I think it'd probably be worth it here. But yeah, it's definitely the worst of the three
Okay.
for exposure.
Let's go hike up, see
Would it be?
if that changes anything. If we go higher up, we also get more privacy. We have to meander the road a little bit more. Well, a lot more. All right then, spot number 4. This is further up,
But it's going to be more expensive.
bigger driveway, more
It is.
It
privacy.
continues to give more
So
expensive.
Yeah,
then
it's like
south,
right about
probably right
that.
here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
We basically just gain a little bit of elevation to where we're.
So our other house sites, Rebecca, they're naturally facing, well, they're facing south. And if you face this house south, we're not really looking at anything.
Yeah.
Here, we'd have to take that out
We'd have
further.
to do-
Yeah, that big
all those
one
pines.
and all those little ones.
Well, I mean, I think all those pines are coming out anyways because we're going to pasture this.
Okay.
So we've been kind of clearing in several different areas because we want to pasture as much of our forest as we can. But that means it's going to be silvo, so we're not taking everything.
And you're saying if we turn it 20 degrees, well, 20 degrees is a lot from south.
Yeah,
And
you're getting
it's
pretty,
starting to face
pretty
west.
there.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, I don't mind
really
looking
late
at
day
this. It's really beautiful.
west through that saddle. Well, I mean, in the summertime, it's probably starting to go over there more.
It is.
Okay, and you're seeing this, is that the sign right
Yeah,
there?
I think so.
Wow, okay, good.
Infrastructure and logistics, this is getting a little more challenging. It's probably the most challenging lot as far as getting a driveway to mesh with the house pad, I think. Just because it's so
I would
steep
agree.
right here on
Yeah.
this side.
How do you feel about what he's saying?
I think I like spot number 2 because
I do too.
you don't see the road.
I do like number 2. It feels very
We don't have to
private.
count on the neighbor. I mean, we can still approach the neighbor and see, and then
Yeah.
probably come down to spot 1 or 2. Right now,
Yeah,
2's
I mean,
winning.
we definitely have to
What do you
approach
think?
her. We would. Well, I don't feel like unless we actually were able to purchase that land from her, I don't think spot 1's gonna work.
Yeah. And see, that's right there by that house. Spot 2 gives
Yeah.
some separation from everything.
Maybe even pull it more over onto this.
Yeah, let's
ridge
look
here.
at this. This is a more gradual slope.
You got more space to do the driveway here. You could maybe do the garage like that
And
and,
then
the
is
house
it-
this way.
We're not gonna be looking at much because we're gonna have to keep a barrier between us and
But I'm okay with that.
the cabin. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care either one. It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me any.
Okay.
So we just, well, our next idea was to sit down and do pros and cons of everything.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
In my opinion, I'm liking number 2 the best.
Yeah. At least we know where to focus building this
Yeah.
10 acre, clearing the 10 acres.
Well-
Now we're on that side. Day 18. We have an idea, at least, 1 or 2 sites. At least we know what 10 acres we're gonna be cultivating for this 100 days of building a homestead. We're heading across the creek, y'all. Look at Mark driving that train.
I think we need to leave it low gear.
Oh, does it go fast?
Well, I'm sure it's got more gears than that, but until we figure out everything that's going on.
All right, get in. We're gonna go on a drive in this train. It's in low. That's all we need, right?
Yeah, for
Okay.
now. Till
All
they
right. Hop in, buddy.
there and see what you can
Ride
do.
the train. Yeehaw! How was it?
Fun.
That was your maiden voyage, my man. You guys wrapped it up?
We did.
Solved the world's problems?
We did. Wow.
One passive solar homestead at a time? Day 18. We know which side of the creek we're on. Does that surprise you?
I'm
me.
surprised
I
where
thought-
we're at.
I thought he was gonna like that. But I was mistaken on wanting western sun.
Yep.
But that makes sense. Just heats it up, makes it hot.
I mean, over there we're gonna clear because we're gonna have a pasture. Oh,
Yeah.
the baby.
None of it was in vain. But I feel like for this 100-day goal, we now have a 10-acre spot.
A more clear
to focus
well,
on.
and honestly, we're gonna look down on those wood sheds that we have down there and stuff like that. I mean, that's gonna come down,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we can beautify them and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Today was a huge win, the biggest win so far in the 100 days. Now we're gonna be super focused. We can have a map, we can draw what's been done and what hasn't, and see where we're at. Track our progress. And we'll know if we've succeeded or not by the end of the 100 days.